Hello, my name is Tony Litt. I'm the MD of Sunrise Radio, and it's my immense pleasure to bring you the official Sunrise Radio podcast. We are the #1 commercial Asian station in the United Kingdom, with many firsts to our name, and we continue to be the voice of British Asians who have given us their love and loyalty over 30 years. It's a legacy we cherish and a responsibility that we don't take lightly. Our aim has always been to entertain the listeners with the best of Bollywood and Bhangra, while also addressing their concerns. A real voice for the community, a vibrant community, and a great nation. We are proud to be British and Asian. This podcast is a compilation of some of the things we do on the station, with a stellar lineup of presenters who each have their own personality and style. It's entertaining, informative, engaging, and we hope you will enjoy it here as a podcast if you are unable to tune in to the radio. Don't forget to subscribe and tell your family and friends about this podcast. And do leave us a comment on what you think. We'd love to hear from you. All the best always. Team Sunrise.
The UK's biggest station mix. Sunrise Radio.
Right, you're listening to Sunrise Radio with me, Amit, Sodha. It's the Love Doctor in the house, and let's get flirty at 8:30.
Calling all singles. Are you ready to get flirty at 8:30? Message the studio now and let the Love Doctor of Sunrise help you find love.
Well, I've got a lovely volunteer on the phone. Let's welcome Hina. Hina, how you doing?
I'm well, thank you. I'm very nervous, but I'm well.
You got no reason to be nervous at all. I promise you that. I promise I will make you comfortable. So, this was a bit random and last minute, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was just listening to the radio and I was like, oh, what the heck? Just put yourself out there. You don't really know what's going to happen, do you? So
yeah, you've got to do it.
Message you in.
You've got to do it sometimes, haven't you? You've really got to do it. And you never know what could come of it. So,
no, true.
Let me explain. Basically, I'm just going to ask you 5 questions. 5 really simple questions about you, and I just want you to be honest and just have some fun with it. And the idea is your soulmate could be out there listening, so just be as honest as possible. You never know, someone listening to this might think, ooh, she sounds really nice, maybe I'll reach out and we go from there. Okay,
perfect.
All right, first things first though, just tell everyone, you don't have to give your exact location, your exact age, but just tell everyone your name, where you're from, and approximately your age, and maybe just one thing about you.
Okay, so I'm 34. I'm from the north of England. And a fun fact about me, when I was 11, I nearly got scouted to be an Olympian swimmer.
No way, really?
Yes.
What was your stroke?
Backstroke was my go-to stroke. So.
Ah, very nice. Wow. Very impressive, I must say as well. So that must mean you're very athletic.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, cool. So question number 1, that wasn't obviously the official question. That was just getting you warmed up, okay? So hopefully all the nerves are gone by now and you've realised this is pretty
kind
easy.
Of eased a bit, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so my first question to you, Hina. How would your best friends describe you? So I don't want you to ask me and tell me about yourself. If your best friend was standing right next to you now and I asked them to describe you, what would they say?
I think they would say that I'm very loyal and family orientated, and I'm just, I don't know how to put it, I'm just literally just a people's person. Like, I just love helping people. That's just me in a nutshell. I think that's how they describe me.
What about, because that's all the standard stuff, I want to know one thing unique to you.
Unique to me? Let's start thinking now.
Yeah.
I don't know really, because I think they're the standard things, but that is genuinely me as a person. I think to make me a bit more unique is that I have like telepathic dreams. That's a bit different. That's one thing that makes me a bit unique.
So you're a bit like kind of almost psychic. You tune in. You're very intuitive.
Yeah. Very intuitive, yeah.
Ah, nice. Ooh, okay. So any guys out there as well, you can't lie to this one, I'll tell you. You will have to tell the truth at all times. No, I'm just kidding. All right, question number 2. how do you like to show affection for someone that you have feelings for? And, besides the usual that you might do for a guy, what kind of way, when you really like someone and you want to shower them with affection, what would you normally do? Like, sometimes I ask guys and they'll say, flowers or chocolates. And I'll say, look, that's the usual again. But what's something unique about you in the way you demonstrate your love to another person?
I wouldn't say it's quite unique, but I'm a very affectionate kind of huggy person. So even when it comes to loving my family, I'm very huggy. So I don't know how else to describe it really.
So that's a good one, because that means your love language is physical touch, which is great. I love that. Okay, cool. So,
so even if it means holding someone's hand or just going up to them and cuddling them, that's just basically me. In a nutshell, really. So
basically, on an average Sunday afternoon, if you had a boyfriend or a partner or a husband, you kind of just jump on them and give them a big cuddle from the back as they're making breakfast, that type of thing.
Come on, let's go for a walk together and let's be hand in hand together. I think that's just nice and romantic.
I love that. That's beautiful. Okay, cool. Question number 3. Okay, you decide to surprise your partner and take them to a very specific or a special surprise location that's important to you. Where would you take them?
I think I would it wouldn't specifically have to be international destination. It could be somewhere quite simple and small, say my other half was I really wanted to go to this restaurant and it's really hard to get in there. I would like to book that restaurant for them and surprise them.
Yeah.
And just we're going here, but then we end up going somewhere else to just book an Uber and just end up there and they don't know, just surprise them that way.
Nice, like a surprise location that's a bit unique and a bit tough to get into.
Yeah, and just make it a bit personal for both of us, really.
All right, cool. No worries. I'm making notes, by the way, so we could do a recap later. Okay. Question number 4. Oh, okay, cool. Right. So, if you, I don't know if you are a singer or not, but if you had to serenade your other half, what song would you sing them to win over their affections?
Okay, let's just think that I've got quite a few songs on my list. But my ultimate favourite song since I've been younger has always been that Jadoo Teri Nazar. I've always liked that song and there's been something about that song, I don't know why.
Oh,
so I think it'd be nice to kind of serenade my other half with it or have it back, vice versa.
Oh, I like that as well. Do you want to give us a rendition then? You don't have to. I'm just kidding. You can do if you want to. If you've got a beautiful dulcet tone, go for it. You're going to save it for your partner, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, no worries. That's 4 questions out of 5 already. So last one. Now, if you met a special guy through the Love Lounge, through the Love Doctor, and someone actually came forward and said, I really like the sound of Hina, what would they need to do to win over your heart? What kind of person would they need to be? Again, something unique, not the usual standard stuff like good sense of humour, but what's something unique about someone that they would have to do to win over your heart?
I think intelligence is quite a different kind of trait to her, really, so that they could win me over by knowledge. If they were interested in a specific type of astronomy, for example, or they were interested in a specific sport, I'd find that quite attractive. So if they knew quite a lot about it, I'd be like, that was what would win me over. It's something a bit different alongside the normal traits.
Yeah, so a guy kind of who knows what he likes and he's able to talk about it and hold that conversation.
Yeah, ambitious as well. That he knows what he wants. If he wants to get somewhere, if he's got a business, for example, he's got a business idea, and he put all his passion into that. I'd like that. Nice.
I like it. All right, cool. So let's have a look. Let's do a quick recap, okay? You've given us quite a lot of good information there. So question 1, I asked you, and obviously one unique thing about you that you mentioned, that you could have been an Olympic swimmer. I love that. Question 1, though, how would your best friends describe you? You said loyal, family-orientated, people person, and you're almost a little bit psychic. You have psychic dreams, and you're kind of intuitive, you'd say. Question 2, how do you show your affection? You do something like maybe... You have a love language of physical touch. So that's one of the ways that you would show your affection to the other person. Question number 3, you decide to sweep your date off their feet. by taking them to a surprise location, and you choose somewhere like maybe a restaurant that's hard to get into because you're a bit of a
Or
foodie.
even like a park or something, so like our favourite food together, just something a bit nice and romantic and personal.
Nice. Okay, cool. It has to be something personal. I like that. Question 4. If you had to serenade your date, what song would you sing to win their affections? You said Jadoo Teri Nazar. Good one. I like it as well. Very good choice. Very good choice. Very good taste. And last but not least, what would they need to do to win over your heart? And you said intelligence is sexy. You know, if they were into subjects like astronomy, sport, and they knew their subject, that would be something that would keep you keen because you like intelligence and a bit of deeper thought. Does that sum it up pretty well?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
All right, one last thing do you want to say to all of the single guys out there who are not in a relationship and looking for a lovely lady who happens to live up north? One thing would you like to say?
I just like to say, like, where are you? I'm looking for my other half. You have to be out there somewhere. So, get on the phone, get on the radio and speak to Amit and let's see what happens.
Sounds like a plan. There you go, a gentleman out there. All the single gentlemen. Hina is from the north. She's looking for that special someone. If you are to round about your mid-30s, then you know what? Drop me a WhatsApp on 07925 700 272 and I will try and connect you both up, and you never know, something magical might happen. And Hina, can I just say, you have been super, super brave. Good on you for doing this. It was so last minute. You literally messaged me like 5-10 minutes before this and said, you know what, I might be up for it. And you didn't realise it was even live on air, but you decided to do it, right? And it was pretty painless, wasn't it?
No, it's fine in the end. I was like, you can ask me more questions if you want, Amit.
Unfortunately, the show must go on, literally. I never get an opportunity to actually say those words, but I actually have to say that. But I will say, Hina, you are super brave. In fact, it's not a brave thing as such, but I would just say, you know what, for doing it, it's just nice to take a risk and just put yourself out there.
Yeah.
So good on you. And I will keep my ear to the ground for you as well. And I will stay in touch with you as well. Right, listen, one more time to everyone out there. That's how we do Flirty at 8:30. In the meantime, folks, yes, indeed, you want to do it? Why not? Get in touch with me every Sunday between 7 and 8 and get involved. Become the next volunteer for Flirty at 8:30.
Catch our love guru, Amit Sodha, between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. every Sunday for that chill out zone.